Imagine a young shepherd boy, forgotten by men but chosen by God, a warrior who faced giants, a poet who poured out his heart in psalms, a king whose victories and failures shaped a nation. This is the incredible life of King David, a warrior, a poet, and a man after God's own heart. David's story begins in the fields of Bethlehem, a boy, the youngest of 8 sons, living a simple life as a shepherd. But while the world overlooked him, God saw his heart. One day, the prophet Samuel arrived at his home, seeking the next king of Israel. One by one, David's brothers were presented, strong, tall, impressive. But God spoke these words: "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." And so the anointing oil flowed over David's head, a shepherd boy, chosen by God to be king. Fast forward, Israel is at war. A giant named Goliath terrorizes God's people. Fear grips the army, but David, he steps forward, a boy with nothing but a slingshot and unshakable faith. "You come to me with a sword and a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." With a single stone, David strikes the giant down. Victory. But more than that, this moment proved that God's power is greater than any enemy we will ever face. What giants are in your life today? Fear? Doubt? The battle isn't won by strength, but by trusting in God. David was not just a warrior, he was also a poet, a man who poured out his soul in worship. Many of the Psalms in the Bible come from his heart. When he was afraid, he wrote, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear?" When he was broken, he cried out, "Create in me a clean heart, O God." David understood something powerful. Worship is the key to God's presence. In his highs and lows, victories and failures, he turned to God, and so should we. David became king. He conquered Jerusalem, established Israel's throne, and brought the Ark of the Covenant home. He was a man of great victories. But he was also a man of deep failures, temptation, sin, brokenness. He fell into sin with Bathsheba. He made mistakes as a father. He knew what it was like to stumble, but here's what makes David's story so powerful. He always ran back to God. "The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise." Psalm 51:17. David's story isn't about perfection, it's about grace. David was far from perfect, but God still called him a man after my own heart. Why? Because David loved God with everything. He repented when he fell. He worshipped with passion. He led with courage. And here's the greatest part. David's lineage led to Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. The true shepherd, the ultimate giant slayer, the one who took the throne forever. David's story is more than history. It's an invitation to trust God in every battle, to worship with all our hearts, to rise after we fall. Because no matter where you've been, God sees your heart. He calls you, He forgives you, and He has a purpose for you. So let's live like David. Let's chase after the heart of God. If this inspired you, share it like this video, and subscribe for more faith-filled content. God bless.